Hey, what's up? It's your girl Oluwatomi TB, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk with Avah. If you're new here, we talk about the different and awkward and weird phases of adulting because nobody gave us a handbook, so we're just trying to figure it out. If you're looking for expert advice, I'm sorry, I'm not an expert. I'm just a girl trying to navigate adulthood. But stick around, we might figure out one thing or the other. So excited about this topic. Yeah, let me tell you a story. So while I was in school, I was part of a music group. I made quite a few friends, and one of them called me Mosquito because according to him, I had a tiny voice. So when I talk or when I sang, I, my voice sounds tiny and sounds like a mosquito. So I started calling him Cockroach because he was tall and slim, like really slim. So between the two of us, we were just calling ourselves that name with, we're just calling the names affectionately until I noticed that other members of the group started calling me Mosquito. And at first, it was, just all vibes and crews until it just started rubbing off on me the wrong way. Like, what's going on? Why is everybody calling me Mosquito? Why are you calling me Mosquito? Got to the point where, somebody will see me from afar and just shout, Mosquito! And I'm like, hey, hold up, what's going on? You don't know the origin of the name, so why are you calling me that? Why are you calling me that? And suddenly, that name was not cute anymore. It was just annoying me. So, have you ever gotten a nickname that was all fun and games until it wasn't? Yeah, I've been there. Today we'll be talking about how sometimes what starts out as fun or affectionate can cross the line. It's all about knowing when to set boundaries and when to say, nah, that's not okay anymore. So, okay, you know how you can be totally fine when a close friend calls you babe, hey boo. But if a random person does it, it's just weird. Yeah, the same thing goes for nicknames. Because at first it was between, the both of us. But when the whole group got into it, it just didn't feel personal anymore. It just felt like a label. I felt like they were misusing the name. They don't know the context behind the name. You don't know the relationship. You don't even know the origin of the name. Just like calling me that. And it was rubbing off on me the wrong way. So there's this saying, when the purpose of a thing is unknown, abuse is inevitable. Now, at first, I didn't mind being called Mosquito because it was our personal joke. But when everyone else used it, they didn't know the story. It just became a name. And sometimes it's not about the word itself. It's about the intention behind it and how it makes you feel. I had to learn that if something starts to feel disrespectful or uncomfortable, even if in quotes it is just a joke, it's okay to say, hey, that's enough, which was what I did. I just had to call everybody and just be like, nobody should call me Mosquito again. My name is Oluwatomi. If you cannot call me my name, don't call me anything. Because at first, everybody in the group started having other nicknames like I don't want to give details, but every other person started having cute nicknames and they kept calling me Mosquito. Really? Mosquito, the insect that buzzes around your ear singing weird noises when you're about to sleep and you just want to kill. Abi? That was how I felt when, everybody started calling me Mosquito. So I just answered them after that, nah, nobody should call me that. Don't call me Mosquito again if you don't want me to change it for you. I used to be more aggressive then, so I might have been a little bit aggressive and, with a touch of rude about it because the name just wasn't working for me. Now I know better. I would have handled it better, but even though my message still got passed across and everybody in the group started calling me my name. Do you get? Funny how up to date, the person's number is still saved on my phone as Cockroach and my number is still saved on his phone as Mosquito. So between the two of us, we understand the genesis of the name, but when every other person started calling me that, it just went off. So yeah, you like I said, I made a big deal out of it, but you don't have to make a big deal out of it. Sometimes just saying that name is not working for me anymore, don't call me that anymore, is all it takes to make the difference. So nicknames, jokes, or pet names, at the end of the day, it's all about how they make you feel. And as adults, it's important to communicate when something doesn't sit right with you. I mean, nobody can beat you. You're grown. So you might as well tell the person, nah, that shit doesn't work for me anymore. Before I go, if this episode resonated with you, or if you've ever had a nickname that overstayed its welcome, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment. Nobody ever died from leaving a comment. Please. You can also share this episode with your friends and let's get the conversation going, because we all deserve a little more respect and maybe a little less mosquito. That'll be all for today. I'll talk to you next time. Love you. Bye.